Alright, let's set up a naval battle and talk about those a little bit. I have not unlocked like a whole ton of ships, but I have unlocked some, so, you know, we'll go with that. I've got the naval battle set up. I do want to capture this region, so my avatar navy is where it should be. So let's go find us a match-made naval battle. I'll uncheck land battles, and of course you cannot mix avatars and naval battles. If you could actually win a battle like that, I would be impressed beyond belief. But yeah, obviously you can't mix those. So let's see. The host has reduced the maximum unit setting, causing some to be removed from your setup. Okay. Alright, whatever. No big deal to me. I'm only going to bring one ship anyway. I'm going to bring this Laotian class Ironclad. And it's the only ship that I can afford at this funds rate. The Ironclads, you can see, are extremely expensive, and it's because they're extremely strong and offer a pretty superb range and a lot of firepower. I have not unlocked any frigates, though, and some of the frigates are not bad because they have so many guns. So it just kind of depends. My opponent is ready to go. He does not have any funds left either, so I'm assuming that this is going to be kind of a nuisance battle because we're both going to be using the Laotian class Ironclad. And some of you may be saying, Air, that's boring. How come you don't bring some other ships and show us those? Well, I will bring them to you, but here's the problem. The wooden ships will catch on fire, and I mean immediately. So like one hit from an explosive shell, and they are on fire. Now, not necessarily. Like sometimes you'll get lucky. But I mean, a lot of time you might even like. It's too bad my opponent didn't bring wooden ships. But like, so your admiral's on an ironclad too, and he can fire from a long range. Like I remember I was playing a guy yesterday who got all pissed off, and I can't say I half blame him because I took a shot from like forever away with my general, and it hit his ship and just exploded it in one shell, one shell. Which I understand that that's possible, but it is kind of annoying because like the naval battles are very limited in scope right now, and they shouldn't be, and so they need to find some way to come back through and rebalance the naval battles just a little bit, so that it's not like all the wooden ships are just completely worthless right now, and I mean worthless, because they will just get absolutely exploded by these ironclad ships. Now look, there's a gun battery I can capture right here. Now my opponent has access to one as well, but I'm going to capture that gun battery. Because you can do that in naval battles, obviously, at this point. And I'm going to try and capture maybe this gun battery as well. So I will put old Pasture right here, and then I'll put my Laotian class over here. Alright, it sounds like I'm saying the country, like Laos, Laotian, but Laotian or whatever. I don't know, it's some kind of French name. I'm assuming it's a French-built boat. Anyway, this is Apache's Admiral's Ironclad right here. It's got a couple of Gatling guns and then like some long-range guns up front. Pretty cool. And then this is the Laotian class Ironclad. It's got you know, some broadside guns available to it as well. It does not have a forward-firing gun. All right, so my opponent has declared ready. So let's get things moving. Oh, the Admiral's any Ironclad can ram too. I'm gonna switch my my stuff over to armor-piercing shells, which are the best against ironclads, supposedly. So I'm going to switch over to the armor-piercing. There's also explosive and then solid shells. So, and it doesn't affect the range. And see, I kind of think that maybe they should change the range on the explosive shells, and then that would kind of change things up a little bit in naval battles. But anyway, that's more of a discussion for another time. Oh, my opponent did not bring Laotian-class ironclads. Sweet. Well, for me. It won't be so sweet for him. He's got a Kasuga-class corvette there, which is a 6-gun or 16-gun corvette. He's got another 16-gun Kasuga-class. I might be saying those names wrong, so don't quote me on it. And he's got a 14-gun Kaiten or Kaiten class, and then another Kaiten class. So I should be able to win this battle. He does have the coastal batteries, but I will have some coastal batteries as well. So you know, I'm feeling fairly confident about that. But my Laotian class just has a way stronger hull than any of his boats, so that's going to be a pretty substantial advantage for me. But he does have, you know, quite a few guns, so it's definitely possible that he can take down my Ironclad, even though it's very strong. Naval battles, I think eventually, like, I do think there's a few bugs in them right now, but eventually I think they'll be super fun. Now the reason why like I don't like the way the explode look, he's already sniping at me with his general's ironclad, and so my boat just fired its first shot too. Now I would actually he's moving his general forward a little too far, I think, because he's going to come within range of this coastal battery as soon as I finish capturing it. At least I think he will. Yeah, it looks like I've already scored a hit or two. My ship's on fire at will. He was probably, I don't know if he was firing on his own or not. Yeah, like he just scored another hit there. Again, I switched to armor-piercing shells. Hopefully it says it's the best for those kinds of... Okay, so... Yeah, I'm actually going to steam around this island over this way. Just because maybe I can draw his ships into this arc. You can see the firing arc right here. Oh yeah, look, one of his ships is in range. So it's taking fire from my coastal battery now. And I'm now capturing this other coastal battery as well with my Laotian class. Now, there are open seas maps where you don't have to deal with the coastal batteries. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to steam Patchy out and around this island. That way I can use the cover of these guns to advance my troops onto his flank here. And then I'll just keep moving up and capturing these coastal batteries. This one looks like it'll give me line of sight across this way. So my opponent probably should have started capturing this coastal battery over here as well. He might move to do so. Yeah, so I now own 2 of the coastal batteries. I don't think this one has line of sight on anything right now. I do expect my opponent is going to move to do the same thing, so this could be a rather long battle. I could probably just straight up beat his ships, but I don't want to... Well, yeah, he's captured this coastal battery here now. So my best bet is going to be to move up from this angle over here, and hopefully he doesn't capture this one super quick. I am getting some free hits on this boat right now. It hasn't done an outstanding amount of damage, though. So I think the coastal batteries just fire like solid shot. He's got his general out here. No, was that his coastal battery? Might have been his coastal battery that just took a shot at my Laotian class. Laotian. Oh no, look, my ironclad's in range now. Oh wait, I've still got my guys on armor piercing. I want to switch them over to explosive shells because these wooden ships are more prone to being set on fire by explosive shells. And this Kasuga class right here, oh boom, there it is, there's the fire. So that's what I'm talking about. He is trying to repair his boat, that's what that little icon means. So sometimes you can put the fire out by pushing the repair button, and you do need to push it right away when you take hits with the explosive shells. But chances are, yeah, this boat's doomed. So that's how easy it is to catch those on fire. So look, it's surrendered and all the men are abandoning ship. Now his other Kasuga corvette just came into range, but look, it's going to run into the ship that's on fire unless he backs it up in time. That would be a pretty sweet turn of events for me, because you can damage your ships by running into other ships. No, look, he steered it around, and I'll try and ram one of his ships if I get the opportunity, but it takes a little bit of doing. My ironclad is now capturing this other coastal battery, and I'm gonna move Patchy into firing position right here where he has the cover of that coastal battery. And I'll show you how you can take shots using your like kind of using the gun on your own. So you can click the fire broadside button. You can see it is lined up on his general ship. Oh, I might miss him, but I did take a shot. Oh look, one of his ships just exploded. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, I did just hit his general's boat with the shell from my admiral's ironclad. You can see that I've only lost one gun on this Laotian ironclad, and I've just now finished capturing the coastal battery. I'm actually going to flip this boat around and take my other broadsides to him. Ironclads are very strong. They're not invincible, but they are very strong. And his general ship is about to move within the, yeah, it's in the line of sight of my coastal battery now. So my opponent is going to be in some big trouble there with his admiral. But he's trying to probably move his admiral, and he may even try and ram my ironclad. But I'll just turn and give him some volleys. There's my explosive shells. They just burn that ship out. So you can see why the naval battles are tricky, because unless you're using an ironclad, it's very easy to lose your ships. But I mean, I haven't unlocked all the ships yet, so I don't exactly know how this stuff will play out. But you can see his general's boat is going to take a severe thrashing from the coastal batteries and my general. I do not want him to ram me. Oh, it looks like he's routing. Okay, yeah, his boat's routing. I'm going to turn Patchter this way. He is taking fire from the coastal battery. Look, that coastal battery just completely destroyed this ironclad. Look how thrashed it is. Yeah, the graphics in naval battles are really cool. I think they're going to have to do some tweaking before the naval battles really work the way they should. Oh, some of you probably want to see like the first person shooting. I can show it to you. It's not that cool, really. But yeah, this is where you can aim in first person. You can only aim up so far, so I don't even know if I can aim up enough, to be honest. I think it's loading the broadside here. Yeah, so I don't know. First person's really not that cool. I'm not like super impressed with it. It's probably more fun with like land artillery, to be honest. Yeah, my general's boat has taken a pretty severe pounding. But there, my ironclad just opened up on this, boom! Merry Christmas, folks! Oh, wow. Just busted that baby right in half. Alright, so there's your first taste of naval battles. I'm actually surprised I won. I stink at these things, but I did have a couple ironclads, and my opponent was using wooden ships, so it definitely gave me an advantage. But, in any case, hope you enjoyed that. Let's go take a look at the statistics screen. And I hope you're enjoying this first look into Fall of the Samurai. I have high hopes for the multiplayer. There's definitely some glitches out there. In fact, the multiplayer, like for some people, is completely bugged and they can't even play it. So I do think that was kind of a fail on CA's part. But for the most part, the game is pretty fun. The units are cool. You can still use the Shogun 2 avatar, so they didn't really ruin Shogun 2 if you like the traditional stuff. So I mean, I think they've done a pretty good job overall, to be honest, and I'm impressed with the graphics. It's definitely a fun game, and there's a lot of neat units that you've probably never gotten to see before in a Total War game, so I think that's what makes it fun too. And I've heard the campaign is fantastic. Like I said, I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to play it, and I'll get you a review of it, hopefully tomorrow. But here we are at the results screen, and I will try and show you some of the new innovative stuff that they've added to the campaign. But this should give you a little quick introduction into multiplayer at least. So it looks like we've captured that area on the avatar map. We're going to gain clan influence points, and of course I get a couple more clan tokens also. I feel so rich with clan tokens because you win like 2 per game now. That's actually kind of nice because it used to take forever to gain clan tokens. In any case, Heir of Carthage signing off for now. Hope you enjoyed it, YouTube.